Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." He understood there are no shortcuts to success, and that vigorous preparation is an undeniable requirement. At iniTECH, we couldn't agree more. That's why we've turned our top-shelf process of engineering into a science. Take, for example, the cases of Maria and Marco. They're both plant managers, running separate flavor and fragrance plants. Each wants to install brand new mix tanks in their facility to increase capacity. Maria has crunched the numbers and decided the best way to achieve her goals is to hire iniTECH, investing in their engineering design process. Marco, on the other hand, is pressured to get it done yesterday and hires a contractor who promises to start construction quickly. Let's see how these two decisions pan out. Maria follows iniTECH's all-inclusive 5-step process. Step 1. The data analysis and feasibility phase. iniTECH first takes a good, hard look at exactly what the client wants in order to determine feasibility. This is accomplished via a deep dive on analytics, using our unique data modeling tools, which have been developed for over a decade. With decades of experience between them, iniTECH's top analysts and engineers brainstorm the best possible solutions. Maria then receives executive scorecards of proposed solutions, plus or minus 60% of projected budget and timeline, and early conceptual 2D designs. Together with iniTECH, Maria chooses the plan that best fits her plant's requirements. In this case, it's not by adding new mixing tanks, as Maria and all of her coworkers thought. iniTECH's analytics, to everyone's surprise, revealed that Maria's existing mix tanks are only being utilized at 43% of their full capacity, rather than the 100% of full capacity that everyone had thought. After seeing this data, Maria knows it would be better to remove the waste from the tank cycle processes. So instead of adding additional tanks, iniTECH proposes providing a fully integrated packing equipment solution to connect to the current mix tanks. This will increase efficiency during filling and implement clean-in-place capabilities for the tanks to cut down on turnaround time between batches. Step 2. The conceptual phase. Now that Maria and iniTECH have settled on the best path forward, the next task is to optimize it. iniTECH's proprietary algorithms, 20 years in the making, along with our knowledge, works to streamline and maximize the process. The enhanced 3D designs Maria receives helps her team visualize the solution through added components and job-specific equipment. Maria asks if the new packing equipment can be moved to the other side of the tank. In its currently proposed place, the equipment would present a challenge for her forklift drivers. iniTECH's workflow allows for adjustments like this to be made during early steps of process, without the worry of extra costs or lost time. Making a change like this later, however, could cost a ton. Maria can stay on top of everything by looking at iniTECH's updated budget and timeline, which are now plus or minus 40%. Let's check in with Marco. His contractor quickly agrees to build the extra mix tanks, although what Marco really needs is increased efficiency like Maria. After looking over a vague work proposal, Marco and his contractor agree to begin construction. It feels productive, but dark clouds loom large. Back to Maria and iniTECH. They are now on step 3, the pre-engineering phase. The big decisions have been made responsibly, and now the project starts to take detailed shape. 3D designs now include piping, valves, final cabinet locations for utilities and power mapping, and so on. Maria's plant bottles alcohol-based fragrance products, which means safe-proofing the new systems. Maria receives an initial I/O count, P and IDs, and plus or minus 20% estimated budget and timeline. iniTECH provides a clear and comprehensive sequence of projected operations, allowing Maria's team to begin adjusting software interfaces and plant-wide workflow as needed. Marco and his contractor are well into their construction timeline, but costs have ballooned due to lack of care during pre-construction. The cascading downstream effects of poor planning have left Marco with sunken costs and no solution in sight. Building the new mix tanks has caused major disruptions on the floor, and Marco is starting to realize that additional tanks will not help if they run as inefficiently as the one he already has. Meanwhile, Maria and iniTECH have moved on to step 4, the construction-ready phase. All final documentation is delivered to Maria for final review and approval, including a final I/O count, and a well-defined schedule and budget set for execution at plus or minus 5%. Bid selection of contractors has been completed. Final instruments are selected. Pipes are sized and fitted. Valves and sequence interlocks are built. Communications are synced with automated systems. Plumbing and electrical are updated. Everything works in harmony. Across town, Marco struggles to manage a growing list of problems caused by taking shortcuts. He's fired his contractor and has circled back to square one, defining the root issue, and looking for a company to help solve it. Perhaps this time he will choose iniTECH. Which brings us to step 5 of iniTECH's engineering design process, the execution and as-built documents phase. iniTECH works to execute the product and deliver a working solution. Building is underway and Maria couldn't be happier. While her new equipment is constructed and installed, iniTECH's team provides her with construction-ready documentation. Changes are made to the documentation and 3D designs whenever necessary to reflect the project as it's built. iniTECH also provides training, commissioning, and more. Everything on the plant floor now moves with ease. The bottleneck of the pack-out was correctly identified and properly designed, as capacity increases by 40%. Maria's goals have been achieved and ROI is already looking strong. Maria's plant is ready to go. At iniTECH, we believe in the value of investing time and money now to save both later. We believe in solving problems before they develop. Stay ahead of the curve. Don't settle for today. Always look towards tomorrow.